Alright, so basically the idea for this video is I just want to go over a match I had earlier today. Just kind of give my thought process, what I'm thinking as the match goes on. Um, I'm a Grux solo main, basically. So, if you want to get good at Grux, if you want to, bully your opponent in lane, just do this. It's not that simple, but I mean, here, we'll just get on with it. So Warrior Crest, that's pretty simple. I'm just going to take Warrior Crest basically every time. And then I started building towards Bone Saw as my first item. Your first item can change a lot. It also depends on who you're going against. But I have a Fang Mao in my lane against me, which I'm not really worried of as a Grux. Like, that's a pretty easy matchup, I think anyway. So I'll take an item that doesn't really start very strong, just gives me 100 health. And here I like to just sit in the jungle because obviously they know I'm Grux, but sometimes they'll come to put their ward in the jungle, and you might be able to hit them with double cleave to start ahead on HP. It's like a tiny little start, like a tiny little advantage, but it doesn't hurt to go for it. Here I'm not really hitting, just waiting for last hit. Now what I'm going to want to do here is try to hit him with my double cleave and the minions at the same time. That's how you're going to get ahead in HP in the lane here. So you're going to hit him with double cleave while you're hitting the minion as well. I think I miss here too. Yeah, I'm not really off to a good start this match, I won't lie. I've missed 2 double cleaves, which kind of blows. Got a free hit there, but yeah, your hits are so much more valuable than his because of your bleed, especially at this early level. Like, your hits just do so much more damage. There we go. He messed up big time there going around the wave. Now that I got my uppercut, get some more damage in. Get rid of the minion. That's big. Now I know I'm way ahead on HP, so I can just run at him at this point. I don't really care if I take damage because he's got less health than me and I'm hitting him harder, so there's not really much he can do. There, he has to run. Perfect. Now look, he has less health because I've been hitting him more and my hits do more damage, and less mana because double cleave costs 30 and his evasion costs way more. So for him to get away from me, it costs him a lot of mana. Yeah, he's toast. I think the bleed kills him here, actually. Yeah, he stuck around too long. So he really messed that up. He shouldn't have stuck around. He should have just backed or let the minions come forward and fight under his tower, but he miscalculated. So right here, I'm just going to clear this as fast as I can, and then I'm probably going to go get Cyan buff, if I remember correctly. Yeah, perfect. So now I'm level 4. I think he's level... No, he's level 3, I'm pretty sure, but yeah. There. So because my minion's being killed under his tower, he's not going to get all the gold off that wave, so I can get a pretty free XP buff here, and he doesn't even get much off it. So I'm a level ahead of him. I have way less health and mana, but I'm a whole level ahead, so I might chip some damage on him here as well before I go back. Okay, so he's kind of pushing me here. I'm not too worried, though, because he's going to take so much damage. Yeah, he says screw it, not worth the risk. But now he's been back to base once. I haven't been back at all, and we're back at the same stats. So Grux early is so much stronger than his opponent, typically. With some different, just some matchups that aren't good for him, really, but Fang Mao is definitely one of them. Because what does he have? Like, he can get away with his dash, but he can't really challenge me when I start swinging on him. Yep, he's got to back off again. So they're pinging careful left lane, so I'm kind of nervous the jungler's hanging out over there, which would be really free for him if he came out right now. So I kind of back off for a second. Nothing happened, so I'm going to... See, here what I do is I hold my flash. So if he gets close enough where I can hit him with flash into uppercut, he dies. So I'm waiting until he gets kind of close so I can flash forward, uppercut, double cleave, because that'll like do a quarter of his health. But he doesn't fall for it. I think he kind of saw that coming, so just going to hang back, set the ward in case the jungler comes out. Not sure if he's in range for that. Thought maybe I could hit him with a grab, didn't happen. I'm kind of at a risk for the jungler to come out right now, but I can still beat this guy in a one-on-one, so I stay. There's a jungler, I flash it, now watch this. He has one move, he has to root, so that's an easy read. He had to root me, so I just jumped to the right, and he missed the root. Poor guy. Now, his health is really low, and I'm going back for the first time. He's going to have to back as well, so we're happy. Nice. Big damage increase, huge health increase. Even though we're at the same level, I'm going to get my ultimate before he does, because I'm going to level up first, and then it's just over. Jungler decided to try to steal the blue buff. Didn't really pay off. Kind of wasted his time doing that. I see two of my teammates coming up through the jungle. They're going to attack the jungler, so I back off. Like, they can probably deal with it 2v1 there. Buddy's not going to be able to help him, so... No. He ended up getting away anyway, but... they didn't really lose anything going after him. It's kind of weird that they were even there, actually. Alright, so I just want to clear this wave up as fast as I can so I can go steal that cyan buff. Okay, got him. Now I'm going to go get the cyan buff. For getting cyan buff, I would basically never go for it unless you push a minion wave under the tower, because if they come back and they see you on the buff, they basically can't come after it if there's minions on the tower, because they'll just take so much damage and they'll lose a whole wave. So he knows that. He has to stop and fight the minions. Let me get the cyan buff. Doesn't even get all the gold because they died to the tower, most of them. That puts us pretty far ahead of him here, even though we're the same level. Yep. Lay on the damage. Right before he has time to swing, I just start walking backwards, so when he lands, he swings and doesn't hit anything. I think I go for the ult here, if I recall. Oh, maybe not. I think looking back, I probably should have ulted there. Just laid into him, but... okay, just getting damage. Another double cleave. Yeah, and trading's fine. You know, we got the Omni Vamp off of our passive there, so we can get a little bit of life back over time. So even though we're taking a lot of damage to deal damage, like, it's better for us. Being a low health isn't as bad as our opponent usually, as Grux. There, I just want to see if I could find the river bug, get some mana back, but didn't find anything. I went to come help mid lane while he was gone, didn't realize he was already back, so I kind of wasted a bit of time there. I should have just looked at my map sooner, but that's fine. So now he's kind of pushed the wave up a little bit, so I might be able to jump out and hit him here. Oh, there he is. Perfect, this is good for us. Oh, I don't know why I didn't pursue that, actually. I should have. Now, looking back, he had no mana. Maybe I didn't realize at the time he had no mana left. Okay, this is good for us. It's more on our side, so he can't push up. Because he won't have a jungler with him, really. Just pretty uneventful, just kind of plucking away at minions. I'm pretty far ahead, but I don't have like a lot of health and mana, so I don't want to get too aggressive here. Okay, at this point I just say screw it. He's been gone long enough, he's probably not coming back to this lane anytime soon, so I just push the wave through. And then go to look for him or look for the jungler. Maybe I'll steal some farm while I'm here. Him and the jungler are nowhere to be seen. I may as well try to get some farm instead of wasting my time. Okay, so he's back in the lane there, but he doesn't know I'm here, so we're good. Yep. So I go around the long way because we have no mana left, so I don't want to risk him engaging me. So it's risky because he might get that cyan buff because I backed just as it was respawning, but whatever. No, he's pushing up the minions. That's perfect. He probably should have went for the cyan buff to catch back up on the XP. And just let his minions hit the tower, but he seems like he wanted to push up with it. Now he's not going to get it. Oh, I got all that gold. Okay, see, that was the mistake. He doesn't have any minions under my tower, and he went for the cyan buff because he took too long. So now I'm pretty sure I think I steal it here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I steal the buff from him. I missed the grab there. It's just in my range. I want him to fight me so bad here now. He's way behind me. So even if I can't kill him, I can do tons of damage to him. Yep. Free. Oh, I see this over here. This looks unfortunate. I probably should have went wider to catch this Sevarog. I think I chase him and don't get him because I don't know why I even chase him here. There's no way I can catch him. He's got more mobility than I do. Yeah. So, kind of wasted my time there. Basically wasted on a wave, but it's not the end of the world. We're already like pretty far ahead, so we can afford to miss a few waves. Also, if you're pushing wave as Grux, it sounds obvious, but when you double cleave, move around to the side of the wave, you'll hit the whole thing like pretty easily. Because if you just swing it at the front, or like from this where you're standing in the middle, you might not hit the ones behind you or too far in front of you. But if you stand at the side, you'll usually hit all of them pretty easily. Tried to snack them there. Oh, there we go. It's a good trick to play is if you miss your pull, they'll usually walk forward a little bit because now you don't have a pull, but then you just hit them with your uppercut. So I get a little greedy here and I start fighting the Sevarog. He's really far behind me. But they kind of came in out together, so I think I lose here. I got my damage off, but that was it. When I missed that pull there, that's when I knew I lost. So yeah. I almost got both of them, but I missed my my Q, like that big pull. That would have done like 100 damage and probably at least killed the Sevarog for sure. But then my teammates showed up after and they cleaned up some of the kills here. So I can't complain about that at all. Yeah, that was totally in my control, that death. I just shouldn't have got greedy and like stuck around to fight that Sevarog. I should have just kept running and used my uppercut for movement to get past him. So take judgment here. Depending on who I'm playing against, I might take the ice talons or whatever just for the mobility. There's some heroes where you want that mobility against them, but I feel like I'm pretty comfortable in this match where I can just go all oh, I missed that. Where I can just go all offensive and take the hammer. I feel like taking mini prime here is pretty safe. Minions are pushed up, they're missing a tower, the jungler's nearby. Pretty safe mini prime. And then if you're this far ahead, like in your lane, and you grab a mini prime, they just can't fight you for like the full length of the mini prime, or you just kill them in like 2 seconds. And I think you'll see that soon once I have this prime buff. He just can't fight me at all. I'll try to get the XP off these guys before they're all dead. Oh, I see him going for cyan buff. Another big mistake. See, his wave wasn't under my tower. Like, I was just nearby. So he was trying to steal it really quick, and it's not going to pay off. So you end up getting it, but he's going to lose out on that wave, and I got to hit him. And he almost didn't get it. I think if I used my judgment, I would have got it, but I didn't think to press the button. Yeah, so he's going to give up 2 waves because of that. So he missed the wave because he went for cyan buff, and then he missed this wave as well because he had to run back because he couldn't fight me here. So it would have been better just to try and kill the minions. But so this spot's pretty risky to be in because obviously the jungler go up right behind me. I didn't see here, but he's actually on the map. He gets pinged, but I didn't notice, so I stick around. Luckily, it didn't matter. See, I could literally fight him under the tower. I'm that much stronger than him with the buff. So now the jungler knows, like, okay, well, he just died in like 1 second. I'm not even going to come out, so that puts the jungler behind 2 for coming over there for no reason. Yeah, we stay and hit this tower. I might die here, I think, but it's worth the tower. Oh, we don't even get the tower now. The minions all got pushed out too quick. Bummer. I wonder, do I back here? I don't even know. Even with this little health, like, you can still fight, which is insane as Grux. Like, your Omnivamp plus your stuns. Like, you can get so much damage in life and, like, health back so quickly with the Prime buff. So, like, I almost consider fighting him here. Like, I'm stepping forward, like, maybe I will, and then I see Buddy, so I say, okay, maybe not. Not the 2v1 at this low health. If I was full health, I would have went for that 2v1, but not with a quarter health. So I'm being cheeky. I don't really want to go back here because I have Prime buff, so I'm trying to get as much farm as I can. Even if it's risky, I mean, it's so much XP and gold if you don't go back. I don't ping that often, so you can see I'm kind of slow with it. I just go back here. I know they're probably leaving to go do Fang or something, so I'm not worried. Alright, so we finish off Basilisk here, and we go towards Sky Splitter next. So having Basilisk and Bonesaw up, now we just want attack speed so we can proc them more frequently. Once we do like a handful of basic attacks against them, their stats just start to plummet. Like, they have no armor, they're being slowed. You just can't, with these 2 items built, or especially anyway when my attack speed gets higher later on, you can't do sustained fights against Grux. You just won't have the health for it, or this, like, you just get shredded. So Bonesaw is kind of like, you know, if the game goes late, you can sell it and go into something more powerful, but it's a pretty safe item to take that you're always going to be happy with. The slow on it is so nice, being able to stop people from just running away from you. If you've both used your movement, you can just keep laying into them and running forward. And then Basilisk is just extremely powerful, just eroding their armor, doing huge chunks of damage at a time. Okay, so he got a little greedy there. I missed my double cleave somehow. I think it went under him or something. So just to get a little damage on him. These trades, even though I think I took more damage there, it's bad for him, because if he has to back and I'm around here, I'll just get a free tower. Okay, Buddy here is a little bit behind, so I'm not really sure why he's just started running in like that, but yeah, it's a really unfortunate waste of his ult. I went to leave, and then I saw him step forward, so I'm not really sure what to do here. Like, Buddy keeps running in, so I'm like, okay, well, do I wait to try to help him out? But I think he just really wants to push with me or something. I'm not sure why, but I'm not leaving because he's still here, so I'm just going to stick around. I took a ton of damage there. I didn't realize how hard she was hitting. Okay, Buddy is going in. I'm really not sure what to do here, so I go in, and then the ult got me there. Miss. Yeah, this is a really, like, crummy scenario to be in. Yeah. My Buddy's going to be set. I think he dies here, though. I think they get him. Yeah, so another really unfortunate death there. I probably should have just pinged, like, hey, like, I'm leaving, and just left, and just prayed that he followed me. Because staying there, I was, like, staying there because I didn't want him to get killed. And he seemed like he wanted to engage, so I wasn't really sure what to do, but that's my fault at the end of the day. I should have just left. But we have Sky Splitter finished now. So now we have 2 things that do percentile base damage on basic attacks, being Sky Splitter and Basilisk, and we have increased attack speed, and we slow them. So our basic attacks are insane right now. Double Cleave also applies your on-hit effects twice, so if somebody gets close to us, we just pop them up. We just pop them up in the air, basic attack, double cleave, and, you know, a quarter of their health is gone, like, instantly. And then if they want us to stay and fight, they need to have something going on in their kit. Yeah, and the enemy team's not too far behind. behind. Well, we're 12 and 9, which doesn't look far behind, but those two Fang Tooths are also putting in some nice work. So they really have to make some good plays here to bring it back. So you got him, knocked him up into the air. His movement speed got slowed by Bonesaw, and he's kind of taking a bad path right now. I was thinking I can cut him off here. Oh, I messed that up. He didn't need to get away there. I should have just waited till the uppercut was off cooldown. Use that instead. And I couldn't blink after him, because if I blinked and then uppercut him, his movement would have come off cooldown, and then he would have got away, which would have wasted the blink. Okay, I see there's a lot of fighting going on over there, so I'm kind of checking that out. Moving into the jungle. I think I want to steal a red buff here. I think I go for it, yeah. I'm pretty confident that if the jungler decides to show up, that I could just kill him fighting red buff, but then he's over there anyway, so he's basically just given up this side of the jungle, it seems. I hadn't seen him for a while. Yeah, I'm kind of slow with the pings. I don't do it that often. That's why I like offlane Grux so much. You can kind of just keep to yourself and slowly win the game on your own, like in your own lane. This is just unfortunate. He just runs into me and gets killed. Not much to say about it. I didn't want to waste my time, so I noticed. Oh, this is funny. I didn't even see him at first. I was just walking back and like, wait, what's hitting me? And there's a guy there. Yeah, you can see our damage is insane at this point. Like, there's nothing he can do. He even had like a really big head start. I didn't realize like he was shooting me or that I was walking into him. And then when I clicked, I just started hitting buttons on him, and it was over. Yeah, basically the only way to kill my character now is just to stun lock him and just drop all your ults on him, which does happen from time to time. You know, even if you're really far ahead, you can just get chain stunned underneath ults and stuff like that. But I think it's impossible to lose a 1v1 at this point, and then I'm confident in 2v2s, which basically means it's game over. Like, there's not enough people to have in your fight to 2v1 the Grux every time. Perfect. I see a little bug there. I snipe that. Get some mana and health back. If I run into, I like to run around in the jungle this late point in the game. I never really take the lane, because if I happen to run into somebody close to one of the fog walls, it's just GG. Unless they have a blink. So here I see the jungler come out, but then I think, well, it's not too bad. I got teammates nearby. I might go for this. They're chasing him. Ow, that hurt. I walked through all of her AoEs accidentally. I'm not really sure what to do here, because I can't start the engagement because I don't have range or much mobility, so I'm waiting for one of them to. They do it as soon as I leave, so I wasn't ready to like capitalize off it. I'm just letting things rip. I couldn't even see what was going on, so I'm just like, alright, I'll let things rip. Beat this guy up a little bit. So I got an assist there, kind of just like took a bunch of damage, didn't get too much done. I never really found like the right moment to engage, so I couldn't really help there, but you can see even right at the end, like I had like, what, 500 health left, and I was confident going in against that Sevarog, because there's no way he could kill me. He even ulted me, but I had gained so much health back by the time his ult hit me that it didn't kill me. So he says attack orb prime. I just respawned, so I think that's a good idea. I'll attack orb prime. I just cleaned this up really quick. We didn't even get that much off this blue buff, but we're so far ahead at this point that I don't mind taking it from the jungler. Like, I don't think we're gonna lose, so I just grab it. You know, I wouldn't normally do that. I wouldn't steal like from our jungle, but it was right there. The ability haste is kind of nice, and I'm basically the carry on our team right now, so I'm taking buffs pretty happily. So if they want to bring this back, they're really going to have to like play as a team and single people out in 2v1s. They've kind of just been like spread out though, which has really been biting them. The jungler hasn't really done that much for them either, unfortunately. So here I can just confidently run up with minions. I'm not really afraid. Push those under the tower. I see her, the mage there, the Fae. She's probably the biggest threat on their team right now because I don't have any magic protection. And she does a ton of damage, so... And she has slows and roots, so she can actually just melt me pretty quick if I'm not careful. This is fine. Normally I would never fight like that. I would just leave and let them take it, but there's no way you can damage me here. So I just say whatever. I'll take a couple hits and just fight him. I think he gets away here. Yeah. He got away, but literally nothing happened to me, so I don't care. He has to back, I don't. Yeah, not even like taking damage here, really. Yeah, so he unfortunately got away. I should have let my pull rip sooner. But like nothing happened there. Like my health stayed the same. I got a kill. He had to back. I got some minions because their just damage output isn't high enough to keep up with my lifesteal or my omnivamp. That was another unfortunate scenario. Just got pushed towards me conveniently. Didn't even plan on it. Yeah, this guy's back to help me out. So I'm going to run up. Don't have a full wave here, but we have the prime buff, and I can kill people really quickly and then like a stun lock. So if they get too close, I can just kill them next to their spawn. I think she dies here. Yep, all of her health gone in 1 second. Yeah. And that's it. That's how you play Grux offlane. It's it's not that hard. Just get the damage trades are usually in your favor, so go for them all the time until your opponent eventually has to back before you do. Get your waves done here. Yeah, like let's look at this. So my creep score 220. What did he have? 160. So what happened is he kept having to go back because we would do these trades, and I would always come out of it on top because that's like how my character's built. So he would have to go back, and I would just get like 2 free waves, and then he would come back, and then I wouldn't leave yet because now I have like half health still. So we keep fighting, and now we both go back. So I would always just be up waves against him. Obviously, his jungler could have helped him more. You know, he tried once to come out and snipe me. I just read his route. It didn't work. But I never really saw him again when it mattered. So things could have went worse for me. I definitely played a little greedy, but it ended up paying off anyway. So, but yeah, that's your Grux offlane. See ya.